Okay, so you've had a chance to figure things out. It's now time to organize our information. Get that data put down in a way that we can use it. Okay, that's what we did with our graph. Now we're going to create a table. Somebody asked what a table was earlier. We're about to do it. I'm going to put start. Day 1. Day 2. Day 3. Day 4. Day 5. Anyone guess what the next one is?
Day 6.
You guys are so smart.
I'm doing
Okay. Giggling needs to stop. So, how do I fill this in? Because a lot of times when I line this up, I'm able to understand it better. So what do I put on the first part? Zoe?
7.
7, because that's what we started out with, right? Cool. Then, day 1, what do we do? Ava?
You add 6.
You add 6, which is?
13.
13. Okay, Mackenzie, what do we do next?
6.
6, and then, so what do we do? What is it? 19. Okay. Jonathan?
Add another 6.
Okay.
25.
25. Sweet. Riley?
Add another 6.
31. Let's just, guys, shout it out now. What are they?
37. 43.
43. Don't worry, Roman. I do the same thing all the time.
I thought we were trying to
But-
by 6.
Well, yeah, but it's not, it's by 6, isn't it? So now we have a table that organizes our thoughts. Notice how we did something like this. We did something like this for the last one, for number 1. Would we be able to do something, now that we've got this organized, would we be able to do something like this for this one? And is this the best way to organize it for that? I don't know. If you guys have a different idea. Mackenzie, going back to your desk, please. So, who can help me out here? Roman? What's a way to put this together? 7 times 6. We have 7 groups of 6. We have 7 groups, or 6 groups of 7. What'd you write down there? But that's the one we did first. Okay, so I disagree with what you've got there. Let's ask somebody else. So he said it's 6 groups of 7 for this. So that means 7 plus 7 equals 13.
7 plus 6.
Okay, so we've added 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We didn't add 7 days. So what do we need to change here if we added 6 days and we're going up by the same number each time, which is, how much are we going up? 6. Okay, so we're going up 6, and how many times do we go up? How many times do we add? 6. So what's my equation here? Who agrees? You don't agree? Okay, then I'll switch it. Okay, good work. Keep up. So, is that it? Is that all we have to have for our equation? No, we have to add something else? I got one person telling me, no, we're not done. Okay, there you go. So, what else? Peyton, what else do I need to do? Plus 7. Does that cover everything? Is that it? So what's that equal? Okay. Who can tell me another way to do it? Well, let's see. Who haven't we talked to for a while? Damien. Haven't talked to you for a while.
3 times 6 plus 3 times 6 plus 7.
Times 6 plus 3 times 6. And then what?
Plus 7.
Plus 7. Okay. Yep, that's a way that would work too. And that would be a way to break it down a little bit if you were having trouble with your multiplication facts. Another way to do it. Nevaeh, I haven't heard from you for a while.
6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus 7. Okay. Mackenzie, is there another way you want to do it? No? Okay. So, creating tables can help us organize things, right, Alex? Also, we notice patterns in this, right? What's the pattern going on here? Who can tell me the pattern that's happening? So, what we're going to call this when we state it out, we're going to call this, we're going to make a rule for this. Okay? So, what is our rule is basically what I'm asking. So, what do we notice about the pattern? How does the pattern continue? Michaela? It always repeats itself. So what's this pattern? What's this rule? Five, which is 6. So we're going to say the beginning number is n plus how much? 6. Does that make sense? So it's n plus 6. So that means we plug in the first number, 7, becomes the n, plus 6. I'm going to explain that in a second, okay? Good question. Raise your hand. Plugged in, this is n, plus 6 equals 13. Now, 13 becomes the n. Plus 6 equals 19 becomes the n because we're going to the next step in our pattern. Does that make sense how this is working? Okay, so how's our pattern work? Plug in where you're at plus whatever. That's the next step. That's our rule. Does that make sense? You're going to be using this a lot more in math as you get more and more advanced. Okay, this is the first step of all this. This grows each year. Okay, okay. Don't play with your fingers, and then you'll feel a heart attack. Don't play with those right now. So, okay. So what we're going to do now is I want you guys to go ahead and practice the next page. We're going to focus on estimates and things like that, just to make sure we didn't forget anything. Go ahead and do that, and then we're going to go to extra math. Go and make it so.